Oral communication for social purposes involves listening and speaking in order to improve relationships. There are four types of different speeches that may be used for social purposes. Casual speech style, used when the participants are acquaintances or when the topic is not serious. Intimate speech style, may be adopted between close friends, talk about issues or topics that are personal or intimate. Formal speech style may be adopted when the institutions or other formally established groups to develop close ties, such as between nationalities, organizations, associations, and other formally established groups. Frozen speech style, used in a very formal setting such that the interaction is scripted and the speeches given are all pre-written, with the participants not allowed to deviate from the flow of the program and the speech given to them.
Making suggestions. It certainly looks so easy to give your opinion or take in particular matter if you're speaking to your close friends. You can just fire away and say things like, "That's a bad idea, let's do this instead." However, what if you're communicating with people you're not intimate with, such as your new teammates in the basketball team or group mates for a science project? Clearly, a certain distance and politeness your thoughts in order to facilitate effective communication and start a fruitful discussion. Here are the examples that is ideal to use in making suggestions politely. I think we should. Maybe we could. Why don't we? I suggest that we. How about, do you think we should or could?
Agreeing and disagreeing. There are different ways to express your agreement with another person's idea or opinion. As the examples below will show, you can offer praise when agreeing, say it in a firm manner, or express it casually. However, if the communicative relationship requires a degree of distance or professional courtesy, then opt for a straightforward statement that also conveys politeness, such as, "I agree with what you say," or "I agree with you." In disagreeing with someone's idea or opinion, do not use put-downs or disparaging remarks, disguised as a constructive feedback. You can be firm and logical by being straightforward and stating the reason why you do not agree with his or her idea. Examples in agreeing. I think that's a good idea. I totally agree. I agree with what you say. Examples in disagreeing. I agree when you say that, but I don't think that's a good idea, and then state your reason. And lastly, I'm not sure if that is a good idea, and again state your reason.
Giving constructive feedback.
Always be sensitive to that person's feelings. State your observation of feedback in manner that will not hurt or offend that person's feelings and decision.
Skills for conversation. When talking with another person, always remember to be sensitive to the other person's feelings and their desire to speak. Give them an equal amount of talking time and pay attention to what they are saying. Once done, you can ask questions to show that you are interested in the topic that they were saying. Encourage them to share more by saying, "Go on, I'm listening." Always remember their thoughts and ideas are as important as yours.
Developing the skills of conversation. Below are several skills of conversation. You need to remember them when speaking with others. First, sensitivity to others' participants' desire to speak. We need to be sensitive enough to the person who wants to speak or give ideas. In this way, we need to learn to listen. We need to be polite in expressing our thoughts, ideas, as a sign of respect. Engaging others to speak. There are participants who are too shy to speak. In giving them the chance to speak is you are encouraging them to build their confidence in expressing their ideas. It is another way of showing that you value people. Next, sensitivity to others' desire not to speak. Other people simply do not want to speak but are willing to let you and others do so. We need to respect their decision by being silent, and we need to respect their personality not to speak. Showing a willingness to listen. Being willing to listen also enables you to understand others better and relate to them well. Listening is a gift that can help others to ease their burden through listening. It enables truly paying attention to what others are saying instead of just waiting for them to pause and start speaking yourself. Remembering what others have already said. By remembering what others said is a sign that you listen carefully to his or her thoughts and ideas, and it is a result of a good listening.
Using constructive feedback to resolve disagreements. One important skill in resolving disagreements is giving constructive feedback. This kind of feedback is characterized by a desire to help build up the other party. Constructive feedback recognizes the good intentions of others. Such feedbacks possess the qualities of humility, tolerance, and kindness. King Solomon once said, "A soft answer turns away wrath." Wise men have always valued the importance of manner of speaking in producing smooth relationships. Constructive feedback comes out of a person's desire to really resolve disagreements.
Guidelines for speaking socially. Be polite. As always, in most communication settings, politeness is very crucial. In most settings, showing courtesy and politeness strengthens bonds. Be humble. People do not appreciate a boastful or arrogant attitude. Your gestures, facial expression, and eye contact must also show humility. Avoid questions or comments that may embarrass your listener. You need to understand that some question can cause embarrassment on part of your listener. Understand that some questions or comments require a level of closeness. Some questions may not be asked unless you are at a level of intimacy for such a question or comment. Do not talk negatively about others. This is called backbiting. Backbiting does not really develop relationships. Instead, when the people you talk with regularly hear you talking negatively about others, they will wonder what you say about them when they are not around.